Hey, I went to Cane's tonight for chicken. Not exactly a healthy meal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. They got good coleslaw, calories aren't too high. I got a drink, but it's a iced tea thing, so unsweetened, which I don't generally like, but you can't just drink G Fuel all day. So I'm gonna do a few things today. It's nothing especially heavy planned, but I'm sure it'll come up as I watch some of these videos. Just gonna watch some, comment on some YouTube stuff. First though, I wanted to briefly mention Sadat X of Brand Nubian, also including Brand Kuba, Lord Jamar, and DJ whose name escapes me but shouldn't, a little high. Excellent group, hugely influential for particularly New York hip-hop, but the message extends well beyond that. Sadat X, I truly believe to be not just a community leader, but a reverend, the likes of Al Sharpton. Sharpton has a bigger audience, and he's more of a traditional reverend, but their goals are very much aligned. Both leaders for the same community, leaders of the new school, Sadat released the new album today, EP, or short release. I don't even know if it counts as an EP. I'm bad with some of the terminology, but it's called Starbirth. He calls it a single. It's 3 tracks. And I would highly recommend checking it out. It's it's a stylistic departure from his normal stuff, but while absolutely staying true to what he's about. It's a really good listen all the way through. I'm not going to play it now, but I am going to play my old signed by Sadat "Love Me or Leave Me Alone" single. It's a couple remixes and a couple tracks, and it's been a while since I listened to it, so I'm just gonna put it on and hope this doesn't get copyright claimed. I feel like Sadat wouldn't care. It's a little skippy. I haven't played my player for a little while.
Well, she don't understand my ways. Well, I can buy one, but they try to get just
I need
that
to
far.
clean out the needles.
But I'm not a little goddess, so you're looking at, looking at old crappy what it put. I told you you're the first thing when the telephone rings. It ain't really nothing but noise. You wanna flip and lose your voice. Now they quick to flip, but yo, honey, get a grip. You gotta understand, I'm a man with needs, the need fulfilling. And if you ain't with it, somebody else is willing. You gotta love me or leave me alone. Love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
You've heard it's a brand new song.
You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
If you've heard all
you gotta love me or leave me alone. 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 I got this good thing, girl, it's the righteous love, not that quick on the top. One shot pop will make your knees get wet, and the places out that'll make you breathe faster than you can believe. Within your hole, I'll use my control, and the final verse I'll hold until it comes. Back scratches added up in sums. Then your mama teach you about the man. Bent my dick so bad that I ran. Now I'll freak up a Rico, ride the crest of a yard girl's hips. So you can't see these lips. I keep my tongue in my mouth, cause I can't see down south. Vulgar, maybe, I've seen what the purpose saying. I'ma do my own thing, being I'm my own king, and it's up to you to follow.
It's vulgar.
Wisdom, I'll shine my light, bring forth the seed created in the night. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
That's my mantra.
You gotta love me or leave me alone. 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 But love to get blitzed and spend time getting crazy joy from my lazy boy that recline. Seem the only time when I in a fight is when I'm rubbing a right. You don't want me messing with another dame, quick to claim my name and my fame. But when I tell you get off the swine and get refined, you act like you're blind and you lost your damn mind. See, I'm not the kind to let a woman run it. How my man Rick say it, I shouldn't have done it, is what I'd be saying if you was running the show. Oh no, there's no go, the G-O-D, know the time on the sun and the moon and the stars. Dance to the tune and launch them all. And if you're acting tone deaf, it's your own mental death. You gotta love me or leave me alone. Love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone. You gotta love me or leave me alone.
It's kind of like a more underground tribe. They're not as jazzy generally, but they have a lot of the same influences. Brand Nubian's a lot more lecturing in a good way. Tribe is kind of like life lessons. Brand Nubian and Sadat in particular, like, you done fucked up, and I'm going to tell you why. Side, but I'm not going to play it for now. Just go look up Brand Nubian, it's good stuff. Alright, so there's some other stuff I'm going to do tonight. There's a bunch of new, I like those evening talk shows often, particularly Conan and, Andy Richter and, Questlove show. Colbert's really hit or miss. I did like the Colbert show, but the whole Colbert effect is actually really dangerous, and I don't think it was deliberate on their part. But that's something that needs to be not necessarily apologized for, but we need to work on clarifying publicly why some of what they did was bad. And that's not just a matter of stopping that behavior, it's actively condemning it. Not the people, because the people were generally, I believe, well-intentioned. It's just that they don't, actors are idiots. Comedians aren't generally much less of idiots. They just have a good take. They have an interesting perspective, which can lead to wisdom. But then themselves, they just recognize these weird. Often, they just sort of recognize something unusual about society. They're just not really sure how to act upon that, or who should act upon that. And it's far from a reasonable position. That's just not their job. It's not who they are. If you've ever known an actor, it's certainly not that they're idiots. It's that the way they're smart isn't generally the same way that, say, politicians or bankers or businessmen are smart. Though entrepreneurialism is growing within those areas, and that's a very good thing. I'm just going to pause here for a few minutes while I think about how I want to approach this. Basically, we're just going to look through some YouTube videos. I want to look through some emails, but not just... I sort of pre-screened them this time, so there's some that I want to look at, because the style, fashion is one thing I'm really interested in. I think I have a good eye for it, aside from what looks good on me. I have no idea what looks good on me, but I do know what looks good on other people. I just love fashion. I don't know that I'd really want to go to a fashion show. Maybe like a bikini one, but they're just like people walking up and down an aisle. I don't know, just show me pictures or something. Or put me in a room with them. And, yeah, anyway, we can discuss that later when I get in that position of power. Another thing I'm going to listen to tonight is Jake One's White Band Music. I have it on high authority. That's a very good album. Alright, I'll be back in a few. You won't notice because I'm just going to dramatically unpause it. Alright, well, I got a few videos and some articles up. I'll just take a look through some and see how the spirits move. First one is Three Perfect Tiny Dick Jokes, released today or yesterday on Netflix as a joke. Ken Jeong, Michelle Wolf, and Ali Wong, all great comedians.
She once fell in love and into a semi-long-term relationship with a man who kept on wanting to wait to have sex. He was hiding something!
My first movie.
I don't actually want to listen to this now. I'm going to save this for later. I do like the premise, but that's just not what I want to listen to right now. I don't want to listen to that right now either. Alright, let's look at Conan Remembers Larry King.
Passed away over the weekend, and I want to take a minute here at the top of the show to talk about Larry, because of course everyone knows.
In case you don't know Hollywood lingo, top of the show means beginning.
Him as this consummate interviewer, this legendary broadcaster. He talked to everyone, just a giant.
That's not true. He never talked to me.
In the talk show industry.
He's not a giant. He's a really small man. He kind of looks like Beavis.
But on a more personal note, we had an interesting relationship with Larry here at this show for many years. For some reason, we don't know why, he felt very comfortable coming to us and
well, yeah,
letting his
You're not a threat, Conan. Like, I'd feel comfortable telling you whatever I wanted either, because what are you going to do with it?
comedy side come out, and it really started almost from the very beginning. I mean, when our show first went on the air, I think in 93 or 94, Larry came on, and he loved to kind of try jokes out and comedy out with us, and that relationship started, and then it just kept going.
Yeah.
And I think for 27, 28 years, Larry would come on our show, and we'd have a weird idea, and he'd say, "Love it!
Yeah.
I want to do it!"
Right.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah, like, "Hey, Larry, will you climb up in the rafters?" "Sure, no problem."
Yeah.
I'll do a show from the rafters.
I'll do a show from the rafters. And, you know, as time went on, we kept thinking of sillier and sillier things, and would think, well, Larry probably doesn't want to do this. He's such an esteemed broadcaster, and I love him for it. He would always say, "Sounds funny, I'll do it."
These people keep talking about Larry King as if they don't know Larry King. Of course Larry's going to go up in the bleachers. He knows comedy. He knows who he is. He understands and accepts who he is, which is part of what makes him great. Conan understands who he is, but I'm not sure he accepts it. Andy Richter knows and accepts.
And he'd show up, and we'd put him in a costume, we'd pitch him these crazy ideas, and he'd say...
Fallon doesn't know, but he accepts.
He liked to make people laugh. He really did. It was something that I think gave him a lot of joy, and he was good at it. He was really funny.
No, he was exactly what you would want Larry King to be, and then a little bit more. Like, he was like
nicer than he had to be, and realer than he had to be, and an amazing listener to everybody he talked to, you know?
And so we wanted to take the top of the show today and just share some of our favorite moments with Larry King over the last 3 decades. I do listen to other people, but I always end up talking about myself at length on the show and ultimately making it all about me. You're saying that's probably a mistake.
Well, it might keep you on weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'll tend.
That's a good thing. My favorite thing about Conan is his facial, his dumbass facial reactions.
And the other key to a good interview is keep it short. Thank you for being here, Larry.
He is good with the comebacks.
Example of a bad interview.
Yeah, okay.
My guest tonight is Conan O'Brien. Conan's just written a new book called Conan O'Brien's Massachusetts. You write about Cape Cod?
Yeah, well,
okay, it's one of my favorite places, Cape Cod. I love it, Cape. I've had a lot of adventures on Cape. Knew a girl there once. Sadie Emerson owned a bar. Do you know Sadie Emerson?
Actually do. I saw her once.
You know what? Larry King.
And stick around for more with the Wolverine right after the break. I'm a lifetime heterosexual all my life. I got nothing against gays. I'm just
Sure, that's okay, fine.
No man in my whole life has ever kissed me on the lips. Ever.
That's right.
Marlon Brando kissed me. That's
Right.
I've kissed one man on the lips, didn't like it. One transsexual on the lips, and it was a good passionate kiss. I'm a straight man, at least mostly, working on building a monogamous relationship with a female, but I'm not looking for a trans myself, but nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with kissing men if you're into it either. But we are beyond the point where we need to be kissing men just to prove that kissing men isn't wrong. It's patronizing. I would have killed this here, not because of that, but just because I get the idea, and I don't want to watch 10 minutes of Larry King and Conan. There are few things that I'm less interested in. I mean, I love Larry King, love Conan, but like, and yeah, I like celebrating people's deaths, but this is like the circle jerk, masturbatory way of celebrating it. Like, if he wants to talk about Larry King, don't make it all the Larry King on Conan appearances. Make it the things that Conan liked that Larry King did. Like, you're just celebrating yourself here. Come on, Andy. You can program better than that. I'm going to pause again here for just a couple minutes because I got all worked up. No, I just need to pause for a couple minutes. Alright, so let's look at some of these emails. It's mostly fashion stuff that you're not going to be able to see, but you can hear me talk about it. This is January 25th, so this is a GQ Daily Mailer from here. GQ is actually a pretty good magazine publication. Certainly not the best in terms of news journalism. At times they can promote things that are ultimately sort of unhealthy lifestyles, but I don't think it's deliberate. Sometimes maybe, but for those of you following my relationship storyline, that's still going really well. I'm not going to talk about any of the details, not that it's anybody you'd have any reason to know. I just don't want to put other people's business out there. But I think I'm going to be moving here before very long. And you may or may not have gleaned that I have some relationships with people in Hollywood and the music industry that I've worked to cultivate over the years. That's something I could talk about sometime if anybody's curious, which is how to kind of break into that industry. Not that I've had a lot of success in that industry, but I've also never tried to. I just, they're just interesting people to talk with. I have done some projects that people would be like, that's pretty cool. Well, and you gotta start somewhere, you gotta pay your dues, you gotta do a lot of work, and it's not necessarily the work you think, and it's not all nepotism and cronyism, though sure that does exist. I hate these matches. Diamond brand matches are the fucking worst. Went down the wrong pipe there. I also have asthma, but this stuff helps with it in some ways, and I'm sure it makes it worse in others. But weed helps a lot too. Alright, so let's see. The thing about the GQ magazines, and this isn't unreasonable because they spend a lot of time writing their articles, so you'll get the same stories every now and then. But I think a lot of these here are new, so we'll take a look. First one is the Happiness Project, 12 Culture Shapers on Finding Joy in Tough Times. Interesting people too, David Lynch. So my first thought, it seems like they're contrasting happiness versus joy. Happiness is sort of more of a temporary thing, whereas joy is more lasting. I think it's a semantic difference, and I don't really give a shit what you call it, happy or joyful. And then just remember, if you're an American, happiness is not guaranteed. It's the pursuit of happiness that is guaranteed. Talking about Goldie Hawn, I like Goldie Hawn. Transcendental meditation. Meditating is good for mindfulness and for happiness, joy, health, de-stress. It's a good article. Oh, here we go. Midway. The intro was there's an interview here, but the intro is them just sort of talking about the difference between happiness and joy and what they're working on. Tracy Moore. They got a lot of interesting people here. So I'm going to read these quotes. So it looks like they're talking about what happiness means. So Roxanne Gay, don't know her. I'm gonna look her up real quick. I think so. Sounds familiar. Yeah, she's a feminist. I think I've probably heard her speak at some point. She says, I think happiness is feeling complete and feeling completely seen. No. Phoebe Bridgers, for me, it's what happens in between thinking about shit obsessively, accidental moments of living in your own body. I'll look her up too. It's not a name I know, but I just can't place. She's a singer, but she's also an actress. That's right. I know her as a singer. I don't think I really listened to her. For me, it's just what happens in between thinking about shit obsessively, accidental moments of living in your own body. No, that's not what happiness means either. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from these people, but what they're describing isn't happiness. Like, these are, philosophically, these are words that have specific meanings, and it's not that everybody needs to use rigid academic definitions for everything. It's just that simple language is such that you can use better words to describe these feelings. And I'm not telling them they're wrong. Like, if they're saying those conditions make them happy, that's fine. It's just that in and of itself isn't what happiness is. Happiness is an emotion. It's not a combined state of affairs. That combined state of affairs might trigger that emotion. Tracy Morgan. Hello, Tracy. To me, happiness is a simple thing. Happiness is having something to look forward to. I like this definition best so far. I look forward to my daughter graduating out of the 1st or 5th grade. That's more pride than happiness, but fine. My son graduating from college, also pride. That's happiness to me. That's progress. That's my future. That's the sunrise. Some of that I don't totally agree with, but in terms of this is happiness versus this is pride or something else. But I think this one's really close, and I would certainly call that an acceptable answer. Drew Barrymore. I like Drew Barrymore. I'm starting to wonder if it's what it is when you're not obsessing about the flaws and everything. No, that's not happiness either. For one thing, criticizing particular flaws in a non-toxic manner can be healthy. Obsessing about those flaws, which is different than what I just said. Yes, that's a problem, and yes, that can get in the way of happiness. So that is a sufficient condition to be in a state of happiness, but it's not a necessary condition, and it's not a completely descriptive condition either. So basically, it's a part of a sufficient condition for happiness. David Lynch, a fulfillment of desire gives you happiness. This is the best so far. He doesn't describe exactly what happiness is. He just describes when it occurs. And that is, so far that's the best definition. I love David Lynch, and I'm not just saying that to suck up to him. The reason I love him is because he gets it, and he's smart and simple with something to think. I think if he heard my response to that, he would understand. And as I understand what he means as well. Jeremy O'Harris, I know that name, but I'm going to have to Google that. Oh yeah, the playwright guy. I don't think I've seen anything of his. I think that happiness is a thing that I will always be chasing. Not related to the question. Happiness is like except in as much as maybe it's something that you can't ever feel that you have, but I disagree because I've been happy plenty. Happiness is like a muse that doesn't want to stay for too long. I do like that phrase, at least for someone like me, he says, but no, I think that's a good phrase. I don't think I have a body that is welcoming to happiness. Nah, that's bullshit. Happiness is available to everybody, though that represents a deeply seated insecurity with either his inner or outer beauty, or both. Though he looks like a fine-looking guy, so isn't need to worry about that. So it's constantly just out of my grasp. That's something I can relate to too. And sometimes when it comes upon me when I'm not looking for it, when I don't expect it, sure. Yeah. Mookie Betts. Was he baseball or basketball? I know the name. I'm just the little something. Yeah, baseball. Oh yeah, right fielder, Dodgers. Red Sox. Also Dodgers, but I think he's more known for the Red Sox. Oh yeah, and then Willie Betts was a player too, wasn't he? And maybe not, I don't know. Mookie Betts, I can't even really explain it. That's good. It's hard to explain. You're just able to escape from kind of reality to whatever that you can get you into smiles. Get you into a good mood, get you wanting to help others. I think you're most happy when you're not focused on yourself, you're just focused on trying to help other people, trying to make other people happy. I think that's when you're really happy yourself. Nah, I don't like that one. I get what he's saying, and those are, again, sort of sufficient conditions which might lead to happiness, but for me they don't. Yes, I like helping people, obviously, to varying capacities. I always take care of my friends, and I'll go out of my way to help strangers in situations where it makes sense. But those aren't for the sake of happiness. Those are for the sake of not being an asshole. And though, yes, through seeing other people happy, that itself can bring happiness. And there's nothing wrong with feeling good about helping people. So there is a form of happiness in there. But I don't like that as a definition for happiness in general. Samantha B., I'm not sure what it is, but I think it feels like when you are your true self. When you drop all the pretense of the outside world and you're your true self who knows the real you can relax. So yeah, again, that's not happiness. She's describing relaxation. Now, when you are relaxed, you are often happy, so it kind of works. This is certainly not the worst in this section. I'd put it in the upper third. But no, that's still just not happiness. Goldie Hawn. Well, happiness to me is like the ocean. I love Goldie Hawn. It's just waves on top of the ocean. You have happy days, happy experiences, but they go away. And it isn't always something you can hold on to. True contentment and joy and deep feeling that you can connect to at any time you want, that's more inside of you, is more at the bottom of the ocean. Calm and connectedness, silence and beauty. It's a little deeper. That is beautiful. So far, hers is the best by far. That's the way I look at it too. Happiness is one thing, but joy is really what you're after. Happiness is fleeting. Happiness, I mean, often it is something you can draw on and remember, but joy is what you want. Love you, Jimmy. Chelsea Manning. I think I know that name, but we're Googling again. Oh yeah, whistleblower for something. Oh yeah, Julian Assange. her. I think but she's clearly had a rough life as an adult, at least. I think very material in this regard. It's obviously connected to chemical responses in the brain. Sure, in a trivial sense, like your dopamine and endorphins and things like that. So she's describing brain processes which accompany happiness. This isn't a definition of happiness. One of the reasons I try not to seek the highs is because it's essentially like a chemical. Yeah, I get what she's saying here. If it's chemically induced, then the highs will have lows, will come down, and everything else. I see contentment more than happiness. I think that trying to achieve joy in your day-to-day life is a fallacy. This is, I hated the beginning, but this is an interesting quote. Contentment, I agree, is better than happiness, because happiness does come with highs and lows, with extreme highs and lows. If all you're seeking is happiness, because you'll do something that makes you happy in the moment to sacrifice tomorrow. Now, the problem here is that she says trying to achieve joy in your day-to-day life is a fallacy. You don't try to achieve joy in your day-to-day life. You aim to live with joy, meaning it's not something you work on day to day. It's more of a general and ongoing and permanent mindset. So you live joyfully, but yes, things bring you down. But when you're back from being down, you're back into a state of joyfulness. Roddy Rich. I don't know him, and I think might know the name, so Googling again. Oh, he's a rapper. I might have heard him before. It was in Atlantic. Who else is on Atlantic? Kodak Black. Who's Growing on Me? ABBA. Aretha Franklin. Bad Company, never did much for me. There's a lot of other names here. I'm skipping Bee Gees. Bette Midler's good. Big Joe Turner's classic. Bobby Darin. Booker T and the MGs. Bruno Mars, never a fan of his. Buffalo Springfield's good. Cardi B. Cardi, shout out Cardi B. Charles Mingus, favorite so far on this list. Coldplay, or whatever. Cream, but I guess maybe that is the legacy Cream. It's a weird picture of him. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Derek and the Dominoes, Dr. John, Dusty Springfield, Ed Sheeran's Goofy, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Genesis, Gnarls Barkley. Have they done anything in a while? Group Love, Hall & Oates, Gucci Mane, Herbie Man, Iron Butterfly, In Excess, Janelle Monáe, like her. Kelly Clarkson, Led Zeppelin, Lil Uzi Vert, he's famous. Matchbox 20, Meek Mill, Mike Snow, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, Missy Elliott, Otis Redding, Phil Collins, Portugal the Men's pretty cool, Ray Charles, Rush, Sean Paul, oh, never mind, it was going to be Sean P, Sean Price. I was like, that's weird, that's not his label. Sonny and Cher, Stevie Nicks, Stone Temple Pilots, loved them, saw them a couple times before Scott passed. Blues Brothers, Allman Brothers, a classic. Rolling Stones, Velvet Underground, Tori Amos, Twisted Sister, but I'll pass on them. Ty Dolla sign. No, Ty Dolla $, I'm. Weezer, Wayne's better. Wiz Khalifa's pretty cool. I think his best stuff is still ahead of him. Alright, so I forget why I looked that up. So, Roddy Ricch. I feel like happiness comes from within. That's the stupidest non-quote I've ever heard. Anthony Hopkins, to me, it's just being content with what's right now. It's a complete mystery. Life, I don't understand it. To quote Socrates, I know nothing. I really know nothing. And that's, to me, happiness, to acknowledge that I know nothing. I'm insignificant. It's all meaningless to me. And it's a bit of fun to have a little bit of acclaim and be successful or achieve things. It's fine. And I'm sure that if I do something else, get another job, and I do that, okay, I'll think, oh good. But finally, at the end of it all, as Mel Blanc said, that's all, folks. I do like that. I don't know what my epitaph will be. Probably something like, what the hell was that about? Was that all about? So I hate this because he's misusing a common Socrates quote. Socrates didn't contend that people know nothing. It's a quote from early Plato. Socrates didn't write anything famously. He might not even have been real, but he's a character from Plato's dialogues. At the beginning, he went in with the attitude of, I know nothing, to teach the Socratic method, but he never thought it was the case that he knew nothing. It's something more it's something more like, the more I learn, the less I feel like I know. But one of his main things in early mid-Plato was teaching that even uneducated slaves had basic knowledge of arithmetic, using geometry. Further, he considered that anybody with a crafting skill had knowledge too, albeit specialized, but it's still knowledge nonetheless. So the I know nothing thing is one of the most incorrectly used quotes in the history of philosophy. Though that said, I'm not trying to take a shot at Anthony Hopkins. He's a very smart guy, but that's just a commonly misused or misunderstood quote. I loved his orchestra thing that he arranged. Talented guy. We all have these little competitions because my family is very competitive. So they're just talking about things that make them happy. I don't really care for the most part. I'm gonna read this Tracy Morgan one though. The simple shit makes me happy, like taking a breath. That's my blessing, the breath that I breathe every day. It's not funny for the sake of he almost died, but it is still kind of funny. Oh hey, he actually mentions that every breath I'm good. I got hit by a truck before in my life, man. I almost lost my life. My friend died. It made me grateful for life. I can't be mad at nobody. I'm here. And yeah, especially when you've been through what he's been through, that's totally a fine attitude. For myself, for defining happiness or things that make me happy, I don't really like the semantics involved and the difference between happiness and joy. I think it's pretty clear. When you feel good, you're probably happy. When you don't feel good, you're probably not. I think joyful is just an extreme feeling of happiness, and often one that lasts longer. Now they're talking about weddings and travel during holidays, contentment. Yeah, and it's still about happy. I'll read this next David Lynch one. every day I like isolation. I've been isolated for 6 or 7 months now, however long it's been. I'm honestly happy every day. Yeah, I see what he's saying. Sometimes being alone is what makes people happy. For me, it's and there's a bit about creativity in here. Yeah, this is an interesting article, but I'm just not that interested in going through it. Good picture of Tracy Morgan near the bottom. Community, yeah, community is important. Tendency to think sad people are smarter. I don't think that's the case. It can be. Yeah, let's look at the next one. It's time to hate Tom Brady again. I love Tom Brady. Pass, not interesting. 13 stylish face masks you can buy on Etsy. Take a quick look at this one. Yeah, I mean these are all okay, but like they're good and fashionable, but they don't have enough improved functionality. I can't wear a mask without having a panic attack and fogging up my glasses. 10 biggest fits of the week. I like this Wu-Tang hat on Justin Thoreau. Harrison Barnes looks good here. Michael K. Williams looks great. Omar coming. Love that shirt. I don't even know if it's called a shirt, but I love whatever the hell it is he has on. Michael K. Williams. Okay, that's him. Garth Brooks. I mean, that's good cowboy look. Montrezl Harrell. I always have a hard time with him. He's a basketball player too. He looks good. I like those shoes. Iron Maiden sweater. That's very cool. Chris Paul. Yeah, he's looking good. I like those shoes too. Marc Jacobs. I like the jacket. I don't like the shoes at all. I like the color, but they're just too much. Don't like the jeans at all with that. Don't like the bag. I like his little neckerchief thing. Don't like his mask. Don't really like his hair. Brandon Ingram. Oh, I like that sweater he's wearing. Shoes are okay. Yeah, I like that sweater. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Thunder player. I don't watch a lot of OKC games. I like his sweater too. Just a neon green. Shoes are alright. Like his hair. Bernie Sanders being at the end, standing up though. So yeah, I love his gloves. Alright, let's go to the next one. 45 Valentine's Day gifts you'll actually want. GlossierBond.com trio. I don't know what that is. I don't give a shit. Prada satin headband. Okay. Everlane cashmere polo. Of course, who wouldn't want that? We, the people patriarchy. Please, no. Like, yeah, there are still feminist issues, but that's just, like, it's fine for a joke, but can we just go on to the next joke? It's not, I mean, yeah, there's still room to improve for women, but they're not the only oppressed group, and they're far from the most oppressed. Affirmative action favored white women more than it did any other group. So, jog on. Alright, Tom Ford lip spark. That looks really good. Nice looking lipstick. It's hard to tell when it's not on lips. It's a good looking shade. Outdoor Voices. So some like white polka dot leggings. Those can look okay. I'm not a big fan. Shoes are nice. Helix weighted blanket. I'd like to get one of those sometime. Isabel Marant kettle jacket. It's a bomber jacket. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Personal foot heater. I'd be willing to try it. It's not that expensive. It's $80, but it's not that expensive. Sleep set. Rather sleep naked. Majuri paved diamond midi hoops. Yeah, those are nice earrings. Flower variety. Parker glass grape pipe. Oh, that's awesome. It's like a bomb. That's awesome. LaFleur cashmere joggers. I want those. Shocks of Love, Tender Loving Care Scent Ritual. Scents I'm allergic to a lot. I'd give it a try. DM Brazilian sparkling wine, 4 bottles. I don't need to drink to be entertaining. Hot Slots CBD hot sauce. I think I gotta pass on that, but I'm interested. Mark Cross 1845 leather mini trunk. It's a little pursy thing. It's nice. Almost $3K. Alert Beauty Box 3-month prescription. Don't buy shit like that. Most of that makeup is worse for your skin. Moon Juice, the pleasure package. No idea what that is. Love cards, no idea what that is. Realization, Real Love Tea. So it's a t-shirt that has some text on it that costs $70. It's $69 because it's a meme, but don't buy that. Beverly Hills Lingerie Remy bodysuit with gloves. I don't see the gloves. Estelle colored wine glasses, set of 6. Those are okay glasses. The Highland Bungalow. It's an Airbnb. This is weird. And I don't like it. It's all black, and that's fine. Like, I don't know that I've seen an all black cabin, and that's fine. But I don't want to go there. Lisette Laurie bra top and pant. It's fine, I guess. Rax Aaron stretch silk panties. Those are nice. Breda Esther watch. Yeah, looks like a woman's watch. Might look okay on some people. How to Do Nothing by Jenny Odell. You don't need to read a book to know how to do nothing. Beyonce Expo Sterling Silver Ring. That's not for me. Could look good on the right person. Bagoo Standard reusable shopping bag. Yeah, those are good. We need more stuff like that. GG Velvet Jacket. 3,500 at Gucci. I love that jacket. Those colors are neat. Soma Brew Bottle. If it was Soma, like the muscle relaxers, I might be interested. I promise to make her coffee every single morning. Chill, the cup does it. The Now Massage Card, gift card. No, don't buy him a massage gift card. Learn how to give a good massage. It's not that hard, and it's fun. Tetra elbow pipe, not a sex toy. So it's a sex toy, and it could also work as a crack pipe. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but that's legit. Like, that legit could work as a crack pipe. Hey Moroccan vase. It's like a dumb-looking flower vase. Siren song, brass keychain, keys to your heart or your weekend home. That's pretty cute. Or chastity cage if you're into that. No, the Good Reverend's Guide to Infused Spirits. That's dumb too. Like if you want to make a drink, just pour stuff together and you'll find something that works. Supernatural Cosmic Glow Oil. If you don't know what scent she wears, try Equally Decadent Skincare. Yeah, look, skincare is way more important than scent. Smithson Bond Street Blue Stationery Art. Bring back love letters. Yeah, that's kind of sweet. Cartier Tank Solo Watch. Oh, that's a nice watch. You still need the right skin tone. Like it's like a lady's watch, and it still wouldn't work on everybody. But I like that one better than the other watch. Compartes Artisan Chocolate Heart. At least this one's cheap. And yeah, it'd be a good romantic male. Alligary, the Remedy Chapter Gold Two-Plated Gold-plated pearl necklace. I do not like it. Hayward Mini Shopper in Burgundy. Yeah, I like that. It's like a bag. Frederick Mallet Musk Spray Perfume. No, musk stuff I'm usually allergic to. The Social, except Ellen. The Social Type Release Endorphins card. I gotta pause for a minute again. I did not like that one. No, I'm not gonna pause. I'm just gonna look through the rest of this and see if there's anything else I want to look at. I do have some more stuff I'm going to go over, but yeah, I'm going to take a quick pause here again. Alright, so we got one more GQ email. This one will be quick. It's 11 menswear trends to try in 2021. There's a few other things in this article too. Oh yeah, there's a watch here I want to take a look at. And then another one we'll take a quick look at too. So let's see, 11 menswear trends. Let's do that one first. This would be easier if you could see it, but you can pull up the article. It's Men's Fashion Trends 2021. 11 big menswear moves to try right now by Yang Yigo, January 26, 2021. Let's see, Good Vibe t-shirts. Picture's too small, so it's hard to see. Oh, I like it. All Cap Studios. Yeah, I like this one. Extra Vitamins Be the Light tea. I like the style. That's not one that I'd wear, but I like seeing that one around. Online Ceramics Look in the Mirror tea. I gotta load that up. There's text on it. If you are still searching for that one person who will change your life, look in the mirror. Whatever. I don't like motivations. I like being motivated and I like motivational people, but I just don't like those sort of trite quotes. Document washable vegan suede padded jacket. That's a word salad, but it is a nice looking jacket. PAA utility pants. Yeah, I like those. They're okay. Still probably not really my style. Bottega Veneta wool felt overshirt. Yeah, I'd wear the shit out of that. Emily Donlon, a hat named Wanda. Cotton hand crochet knit hat. Yeah, I like that one. Again, probably not my style, but I'd try it just because I like it so much. Frisson knits Eddie vests. That's like something you'd see in the Hamptons. Story MFG Peace Scarf XL. I don't know enough about scarves. I like the pattern on it. Long sleeve polos. The first one's like a salmon color, I guess. It's okay. Next one's dark brown. I like that one. Like, well, not dark brown, but like red brown, a little more than burgundy or somewhere around burgundy. Stouffer ribbed polo. Yeah, I'm not feeling that one. Bright yellow Adidas match break super sneakers. I do like those. I like those a lot. Alex Milk cashmere beanie. I'm a little torn on that. That's not for me, but I could see that for the right person, sure. That's kind of like a hipster type hat. And I mean, I am kind of a hipster, I guess, just not that kind. Innis Maine shirt jacket, nice yellow shirt. That's a nice shirt. I don't know, about $500, but it's a nice shirt. Eddie Bauer EbTech fleece pants. Do not like. They'd be okay in like a music video or something. Saturdays NYC Sarai fleece pants. Yeah, those would be cool. I'd wear those. Capital Maze fleece easy pants. I like those too. Post Imperial Acacia Drowered hem upcycled cotton blend jacket. Let me see if I can get a closer look at that. And there's legs too that go with it. Not my style, but again, I'm okay with it on the right person. Homie, Plissé, Issy, Miyake, tailored pleats, blazer. Yeah, I like that. La Mary Silk double-breasted belted blazer. I like that a lot. It's on sale for $555, down from $1,100. That's basically a steal. Patchwork shirts, Uniqlo flannel, yeah, that's good. Beams plus patchworks, paisley, print cotton, I like that too. Not sure if I could pull that off, but I do like it. Drake's multi-check patchwork brushed cotton 2-pocket work shirt. I don't like it because it says Drake, but I do like the shirt. Levi's 501 original fits, don't like those. I don't like tight jeans, unless they're on a lady person. Orslo 107 slim fitting selvage denim jeans. Yeah, those look better. JW Anderson patchwork effect jeans. Nah, pass. Advanced clogs, some that look like cows. I like those. Nubeck Les Mules shoes. I don't know about that. Marnie leather clogs. I do like those. I'm not really a clog person. Noragi work coat, like that. Kimono chore jacket, yeah, it's okay. Capital Kawashi beach knit cardigan, I like that. Only $500 too. Alright, that's it for that. I'm gonna pull up, I think, one or two more here. So, Orange You Glad Hugh Blot released this new big bang. Oh, that is a sick watch. Here, I gotta turn the camera for this. Now that's a watch. It's still not exactly what I wear. Like, I like a little bit more classy watches, but like with the right outfit, I would definitely wear that, and I love it. It's a Rolex. Or maybe it's not. Yeah, okay, it's not a Rolex, it's just a designer who did something for Rolex previously. I have a Bulgari watch. Yeah, I like the color, like they're talking about it being an orange watch. 50 pieces, It's only 169K. I'd like one of those. Alright, last one here. 12 culture shapers on the art that makes them happy. See David Lynch again. So, and it opens with David Lynch. Francis Bacon makes me happy. The power of his painting. Yeah, I know a little. Not like the Nicholas stuff. Alexander's sculptures. Painters and sculptors. Yeah, me too. I love paint. I love sculpting. I really think I get along with that guy too. Roxanne Gay, musical, Hamilton. Some musicals are okay. I'm not interested in Hamilton. Tracy Morgan says comedy. Richard Pryor. Samantha B says Dorothy Lang photograph. Yeah, I like photographs too. Hers is not happy. I like happy stuff usually. Unless it has an interesting story or narrative to it. Mookie Betts, TV show Power. Yeah, I mean TV and stuff like that in general makes me happy too. At the moment, I just want to be with my girl, who again love in the time to call her. It's complicated. Internet long distance relationships are complicated. It's gonna work out, and it's just slow. And I think this one's a little extra complicated than most. Anthony Hopkins' response is interesting too. He's interested in painting in sort of the same way I am. He says he's not an academic. I am an academic. He says he's not an aficionado. I'm not an art aficionado, though I've appreciated quite a bit of it, just not on a professional or trained level. I am an academic, but not in that area. And I like going into it with that viewpoint because there's less pretense. And if you think about the artists who are making these paintings, it's not like they took art theory classes. They're just artists. And yeah, they worked with some of the other masters here and there and had teachers, but and it's not to say there shouldn't be art in the academy. It's just that it's certainly not necessary. Phoebe Bridgers is a fan of guilty pleasure movies. I am too. Chelsea Manning, prison art. I'll pass on that. I mean, I get what she's saying. Like, she's saying that those worst situations can bring out something really interesting. And she's not wrong, but my relationship with that is complicated, so I'll just leave it there. Phoebe Bridgers, Harry Potter book on tape, Gilmore Girls. I mean, that's kind of like what it's like for me too. Like, that's not what I'm looking for happiness generally, but like if I'm down and looking to be cheered up, I'll go to something like that. Maybe not those two in particular. Maybe the Harry Potter movies. The first three, just because they're fun and sort of ridiculous. Roddy Rich says black women. That's a weird answer. Anthony Hopkins plays and composes, and he's a good composer. Another thing he seems to imply there is just take it easy. That's it for that one. Alright, that's it for emails. It's not for it for this thing. I'm gonna watch some late night stuff, some YouTube stuff. So let's start with Kummel. Criminals who stormed the Capitol are incriminating themselves all over social media. I don't know if I'm going to get through all these clips or not. We'll just play them and stop and start. I usually like Kummel.
And thanks for joining.
Maybe usually is the wrong word, but when he's good, he's good. When he's not good, it's not that bad. He's just, I don't care.
Us on what is a notable night for us here at the show. It's our 18th anniversary tonight. Our show is finally old enough to smoke. You know, on January 26, 2003, on the night our show premiered, we had a packed house. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl. The big hit show on ABC was The Bachelor. It was a different time. It was... Truth be told, 18 years ago, we were on live after the Super Bowl. Our guests were George Clooney, Snoop Dogg, the Super Bowl MVP, and Coldplay played out on Hollywood Boulevard. Tonight, I'm doing a show for 20 reluctant staff members and my guest is my cousin. So my cousin Sal is here tonight. Sal has a new book. He wrote a book about gambling. And another old friend who's been with us since year one, making his 43rd appearance on this program, Anthony Anderson. So we had a good time. A lot of memories. This is interesting.
Great act.
Someone thought it would be a good idea to dig up the first joke I ever made about Donald Trump on this show. Yes, it is about his hair. And here it is. This is from 17 years ago, January 13th, 2004. You know, they say it's going to be the coldest week in 2 decades on the East Coast. It's supposed to be -8 in New York over the next couple of days. It's so cold in New York, Donald Trump's comb-over broke off. I rehearsed that all day. It was a simpler time. We also looked up our first Joe Biden joke. And this one was from August of 2008. Barack Obama's freshly minted running mate, Senator Joe Biden, also spoke tonight. I have to say, after all the name-related problems this campaign has had, why Obama would pick a vice president with the last name Biden is beyond me. Not that there's anything wrong with the name Biden, but Obama, Biden, it's like they're trying to make the ticket sound as much like Osama bin Laden as possible. They found the 2 guys in America whose names match up most closely with the person we hate more than anyone in the world, and they put them on the bumper stickers. Very good thinking. I think that showed improvement, right? I know. What are you laughing? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing about your hair.
It's his birthday tomorrow. It's going to be a big show. 50th birthday. 50 years. Tomorrow we send you back to Mexico. Oh. And then he wrote this review when Melissa Book, the FBI, popular cricket Senate, he robbed the bank, the police...
Skipping. Kimmel's good sometimes. I think he's pretty good at interviewing, but his monologue is... I'd rather put the cigar out on my ball sack than listen to it. Loved the Man Show because that guy who drank 2 beers and then girls on trampolines. Adam Carolla seems like a real prick too. I mean, not 2 as in Kimmel's a prick. I think Kimmel seems like an alright guy. At least basically. Alright, so it looks like PewDiePie is back from his break. I told him I was taking over for his job, but I guess he's maybe just doing it for fun now. Bunch of Minecraft videos I'm not going to watch. He did one. I did a DNA test. I guess I'm canceled now. Let's take a look at this.
How's it going, bros? It's me.
Oh, there's one before this. I'm back with a huge announcement.
I'm back, baby. Oh! Feels good. I've been on a break. In case you haven't noticed, did you miss me? You missed me. Just say it. I missed you too. It's okay. Side roll the intro.
What the fuck did you do when the Reddit was gone? I guess I'll watch your submissions in the next episode of The Wine.
Before we begin, I have an exciting announcement. After years of begging, I finally decided to do a face reveal. That's right, I'm finally coming clean and doing the face reveal. This is a big deal. This is a monumental moment of this channel. I understand the implications. I understand the anxiety, I understand the expectations, but here we go. I realized that the only way for me to stay relevant at this point, it's necessary for me to do this. Corpse Husband, no face cam, no face reveal, massively popular. Dream, no face cam, no face reveal, massively popular. And now PewDiePie, no face cam, no face reveal, massively popular. So therefore, I am doing a reverse face reveal. Side, reverse my face. Not that way. Here we go. Nope. Frame first. Ooh, that feels weird. It already feels strange. Everything is different now. Actually, that makes me want to look at it really quick before I do this. PewDiePie face reveal. I remember when I did it the first time, I looked like a little dweeb. Where am I? It was my 1,000 sub. There it is. Oh, it's 2,500. There I am. In 2011. Revealing my face to the internet for the first time. And apparently people have been getting this in their recommendation. This guy looked like someone who'd married an Italian girl. Damn, it's weird having your life on the internet, man. I realized that now that I run the most handsome face of 2020, it's all gonna be downhill from there. So I gotta live off people's imagination from now on. Alright, it's time. Take a long, hard look. This is the last time. Boom! Reverse face reveal. I haven't picked my avatar yet, so I thought, why don't you guys, on the PewDiePie submission subreddit, help me pick my 3D avatar? Because they all have this image, right? And it's not this one. Oh man. Oh god, what am I doing? Alright, let's get into the line. They don't know that this meme has audio. F off. I'm so glad I came back from a break. Why am I looking in the camera when I'm speaking? There's nothing to look at anymore. Oh my god, I forgot about Lizard Llama again. Jesus. Alright, next week, Lizard Llama. Next week. Sorry, Felix, but my mom said that I'm the most handsome man. I will be taking your award for most handsome man now. Email my manager, my mom from... I'll email your mom. What's her email? Oh, what the f... I forgot about this.
Remember this one time somebody, I told them I wanted to call their mother, so she gave me her mom's phone number as a joke, like I wouldn't call it, so I called and started hitting on her mother.
Back when I used to, before my face reveal. My reverse face reveal. This is in Singapore. There was the weirdest green room of all time. Filthy Frank was there. Obsessed Girlfriend was there. That was a good time. That's right. That's her name. I remember now. Oh shit. Hey. Hey. Oh, I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. What's his channel? Look at that, means perfect. Ooh, no one links his channel? What is this? Amazing. New profile pic submission. Alright, maybe I should change to this one now. Hey, now that I've done a reverse face reveal, it actually makes sense with the whole sensor wave pattern. They all make sense. It was foreshadowing, guys. You should have seen it coming. Controversial YouTuber is finally making always. Get apologize. Opinion. This is just you're just being a fucking idiot, and then you're not. Downloaders. Then Johnny. In respect to the skeleton to do the 360. Oh shh.
Yeah, not feeling that one right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna bail. Fuck off.